also reach their financial freedom and dreams and things like that. But not only that, if we didn't have products like this that actually worked and that actually did what they say they're going to do, then none of this would be happening. So thank God, thank you God, that we do have that.
The most important thing that I think that I've received from Plexus is getting my wife back. If we had to choose between the money and the products, I still choose the products, because the products brought back who I met.
Plexus gave me my husband back.
Plexus has done more for us than I ever thought I would ever see.
I know these people, and I know their struggles, and now they, their health is better, their wealth, they have hope for the future. There's just no words. There's just no words.
If you're tired of living the life that you don't like, the only way it's going to change is if you make it change. And I would just tell you to take that step forward and make it all happen. Because it's a great life. It's a better life.
I'll enter it now, 1
We're going to use a microphone just because we're recording this. I've got an ambassador that asked if we could, so that's why we're doing this. I just wanted to explain that. Okay, we're going to start off with the disclaimer that we have to read. The opportunity of a lifetime is brought to you by the independent Plexus ambassadors and is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. At Plexus Worldwide, can you hear me? Mm-hmm. Okay. We want you to know that the results you are about to hear may vary from person to person, and we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. Okay, so my name's Jimmy Nitzo, and I am a senior gold ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Kind of new for me to get to say that, so I'm excited. I'm from Payson and drove over here to do this meeting with Kristen, or Rowan, I'm sorry.
I don't know my name either.
I know. She's also a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. I started seeing posts about Plexus on Facebook in February of 2013 when my cousin started posting about it. I did not start on it then. I was very skeptical about it. It actually took me 6 months before I decided to try the products. I have fibromyalgia, and I kept seeing testimonies about this, and if anybody has fibromyalgia or knows anything about it, you know that really nothing works, at least you think that nothing works. The medication comes with a ton of side effects that pretty much just make your condition worse, and that's kind of where I was at the time. I was on 8 Percocet and the max dose of Neurontin, which was just doing horrible things for me. Finally, somebody kept on me about it. She just kept sending me messages, would not stop. Finally, she sent me a message the day before a doctor's appointment. So I said, okay, just send me a list of the ingredients. I'll take it to my doctor and have him look at it. My intention was for him to tell me, no, you can't do this. It's going to make you worse. Well, he knew what Plexus was because there's a lot of people in Payson that's on it. So he told me it was worth a shot. Give it 6 to 8 weeks. If it's not working, then I'm putting you back on Neurontin, which was horrible for me. Basically, he needed to document what it was doing to me before my insurance company would approve another medication. So I left there, and I went and bought my first 30-day supply of it directly from the person that had been hounding me about it. We literally had to scrape up the money to do it, but my husband was like, if it's going to help you, I don't care how much it costs. We'll figure out a way to pay for it. I haven't worked in 3 years. We were a family of 5 living off of his income, and actually we had his sister living with us at the time too. So I started on it. My first week was slightly rough. It does detox you and kind of made my headaches worse, and I was having migraines, one of my symptoms. So that's the last thing you want is that to be magnified for you. But I knew that sometimes you have to go through the bad to get to the good. So, like my sponsor told me, keep drinking my water to help flush that out of my system, and I did. About a week later, I had this day where I had energy, and I felt great. I mean, I honestly don't remember feeling that way even as a child. It was crazy to feel that way, but at the same time, totally skeptical. So I thought, there's no way that this is happening again tomorrow. Sure enough, it happened. And at that point, it kept happening. And I knew that there was no way that I was going to stop taking the products. So 3 weeks in, I didn't want to run out. I decided to sign up as an ambassador to get it cheaper. I had no intentions on selling it. And definitely no intentions of standing up here doing this. I was very shy and very quiet and did not talk unless I had to. And now I'm completely comfortable doing this. I mean, it's done a lot for my self-confidence. As far as other things that it's done for me, my blood pressure was extremely low. At one point in the ER, it was 60/45. And it was setting off the alarms on the monitors. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Now it's running 100/70, which is pretty darn good. My hair was falling out like crazy. And honestly, it took time for my hair to start thickening up and start growing. We'll talk about this yeast overgrowth that was causing this for me. But it took time to clear that up with the ProBio 5 and taking the X Factor. This picture here was this last October. It's like about a year after I started the products. And if you look at how thin my hair was, and it was like to here. And now I have hair again, and it's getting thick. And I mean, it's a total superficial side effect, but it's important to me. I love that. My poor husband, prior to Plexus, I would put coconut oil in my hair, and I wrap my head up with saran wrap with a towel on it, and that's what he got to sleep next to. So he's totally loving me not doing that anymore. Another reason why I was a little leery of trying it, the Slim was originally formulated for type 2 diabetics, and I'm hypoglycemic, so I was kind of worried that it was going to make my blood sugar crash, but it didn't. It's totally stabilized my blood sugar, my husband's too. In January, I had some blood work done, and my fasting blood sugar in the past usually ran around 59. Now it's 95. So that's pretty perfect. Trying to think. Oh, immune system. I had started on the products. The rest of my family had not. And in October of 2013, we had 7 things come through our house. Flu, colds, you name it. I was the only one that didn't get sick. And that was huge for me because with having an autoimmune disorder, your immune system's suppressed and you catch everything that you come in contact with. Well, since then, my entire family's on the products and they've really gotten sick. I think a couple of us have been sick 3 times in the last year and a half. My husband's actually only been sick once, and he used to have the Lysol or Clorox wipes and the mask thing going on and the gloves every time somebody would have something, and he doesn't do that anymore. So I'm probably forgetting 20 different things that it's done for me, and I'll probably remember through this and speak up in the middle of it and tell you guys because I forgot it. It's just been absolutely amazing. As far as the financial side of it in the business, I accidentally sold some. I had 2 people that bought 7-day trials and then they signed up as ambassadors, and at that point kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and so I started trying with it, and it's been absolutely amazing financially for us to be able to have that extra income that we did not have before. So I'll turn it over to Kristen.
So I started Plexus products on February 1st of 2012 just to lose some baby weight that was lingering. And I noticed in the first couple of weeks, I noticed the first couple of days that I was sleeping better, that I had more energy to keep up with my daughter who was about 15 months when I started on the product. And in the first 10 weeks, I lost 14 pounds and 19 inches all over, and I was feeling great. I joined Plexus on February 17th, so only about 2.5 weeks later after starting the products, just to get it at wholesale, a discount for my mom and I to be on it. I made a couple of posts on Facebook, got my first customer, and my first month as an ambassador, which was only 2 weeks, I had made enough to cover my personal products for the following month. So I totally fell into the business also. My testimony is so much more than weight loss. I was involved in a car accident, actually 3 years ago, tomorrow. I have a herniated disc at C6-7, so at the base of my neck. And from the concussion, I have developed migraines over the last 3 years, to the point where I was in so much pain that I had to take a medical leave of absence from nursing school. So it busted my bum to get into nursing school and get started, just to have it sidelined by a little herniation. Not injured enough that the doctors would do anything about it, but enough that I was in chronic pain every day. Tingling and numbness down my right arm, weakness where I couldn't even hold a gallon of milk. And when you have a kid and you're stuck on the couch on ice packs every day, I've broken more ice packs than I can remember just from using them too much. The picture in the top left, your left, that was 2 years ago. After having a procedure, I had a radiofrequency ablation March 2 years ago, and I was miserable. They killed the nerves in my neck, and it didn't work. It didn't take away my pain. Thank goodness Fast Relief and Nerve Health Support came out, because I was able to start repairing the nerve damage and reduce the pain. I am now off of all my prescription pain meds. I am 95% pain-free, and when I have breakthrough pain, I just take the Fast Relief and Nerve Health to get through it. And so I don't even know if we have narcotics in the house anymore. So I realized about 2 weeks after starting the Fast Relief and Nerve Health that I could actually play with my daughter for the first time, in over a year. And so it's really impacted our life, because I can be a mom again. I can travel with my family. Before, we couldn't leave the Prescott area because, heaven forbid, I exacerbate my pain, then I have to go home and lay on my ice. And back to nursing school, I graduated in December. I am now a licensed registered nurse, and I start my first nursing job in 2 weeks. So,
Don't forget that at the time of that procedure, you had taken a leave of absence from nursing school, put her nursing school on hold.
Leave, and our medical director, Dr. Harris, he was a pain doctor in Scottsdale for over 30 years, and he wished he had gotten to me a month before, because the Nerve Health Support was released literally a month after my radiofrequency ablation. And he's like, I wish I had just gotten a hold of you before you had that procedure, because he could have helped. So that. And you can really see it in the face pictures about how we transform.
Okay, now listening to Kristen, I totally remembered a couple of things. One is, I forgot to throw out there, guys, I've been on the products for 1.5 years now, and I've had 8 flare-ups with my fibromyalgia and 1 migraine. So it's been amazing for me. Also, every single time I forget the weight loss part, because for me, that's not the important part. I didn't have a whole lot to lose. I wanted to lose 10 pounds. I lost 14.
How much?
So, 14. I lost 7 the first week, and by the end of that first month, I had lost a total of 14. I've gained 5 back, I'll be honest, but it's because I'm working out. I started working out this last October. Prior to that, my working out was walking, which would send me into flare-ups if I walked too far. So I was doing really good with the Plexus products, and I didn't want to rock the boat. Until I talked to a personal trainer that let me know that at Anytime Fitness in Payson, that their trainers have actually been trained on certain conditions, and fibromyalgia was one of them. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And so since then, I've been working out 3 to 4 times a week, doing 2 hours of weights and cardios, and I actually have a calf muscle. I mean, I know I'm thin, but what I had before was absolutely no muscle tone. So that's kind of a huge thing for me right now.
Well, no, wait, go back.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
Because I remembered the bottom picture below my post-procedure and the fast relief. That was the first day of boot camp last month. I also haven't worked out in 3 years because of the fear of the pain, just being scared to death. So I like to work out now. Don't tell don't tell the boot camp instructor, but I despised it before, and now I crave it. This week being spring break, they've been off, and so I haven't gotten to work out really this week. So I'm really excited to go to Zumba tomorrow night. By the way, I'm going to Zumba tomorrow night. But I even on the second week of boot camp, I fell hard. I took a header into the hardwood floor. I had bruises on both knees, hurt my hip, my palm, and I go home, take 3 fast relief, drink my Slim, and I went on with my day instead of, I could feel it start to tighten up, and I wasn't on any ice that day. So
Yeah, that's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think I can move on to this next one because I'm good. Okay, this is my best friend Noreen, and she's not here today, so I'll just tell you guys a little bit about her. She contacted me shortly after I signed up as an ambassador. One, she said she was healthy, but she wanted to know if it would help her lose weight. And honestly, my answer at the time was, I don't know, I hope so. I had no idea what I was doing. So we kind of learned it together. And luckily, she was consistent with the products. She contacted me at a month of being on the products, and I thought she was going to quit. She said, I haven't lost any weight. As far as inches go, I've lost 1 inch, and it was in my neck. So we got off the phone, and she hadn't told me that she did pictures. Well, she did her 1 month pictures and compared them, and you could see the difference in her thighs, in her stomach, in her face, and in her neck, obviously. So, and it was helping with her allergies, her sinus infections. So that day, she actually signed up as an ambassador. And she is, to get these kind of results, she's been consistent. She takes the Slim, the Boost, the Block, the ProBio 5, the BioCleanse, and the X Factor. And she takes them every day. I don't think she's ever had a day that she's missed any of it. Last time she gave me her update, she had lost 40 pounds and 39 inches. So it's been, I am so proud of her. I can't tell you. She's my poster child. When I have people that, if they're getting slow results or something, this is the picture that I send them and tell the little story. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
Plexus Worldwide started out as a breast health company with only 2 products, the breast check kit and the breast cream, which is now the body cream. Plexus Pink originally started in 2005, but became Plexus Worldwide and was bought by a current executive team in 2008. The breast check kit is 2 layers of polyurethane with non-toxic lubricant on the inside. It increases sensory touch magnification by 5 times when used monthly, so you can detect early. Oh. Yeah. It's got salt on it. Yeah. It was featured on the doctor's TV show because it detected breast cancer in a man. So every house needs one, and with proper care, it can last up to 10 years. So it's a one-time purchase, and it's fantastic. The body cream it has spirulina algae and activated charcoal in it, so it has a gray tint from the charcoal. But when used on the body, it can help detoxify the skin tissue. It also has aloe, rose oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose, lavender. We use it in our house on diaper rashes, acne, burns, shaving. Yeah, my husband uses it as an aftershave cream, and he's had a decrease in number of ingrown hairs in his whisper area. And it also helps soften his beard during No Shave November. But my daughter was sensitive to zinc diaper cream, and so we started using this, and it completely changed her diaper rashes, and now she's 4. So we still use it on burns and any dry skin. But women, you know, we love multi-purpose creams, so use it on everything.
All right, so in 2009, they came out with Plexus Slim, and this is by far my favorite product. This product was, like I said earlier, originally formulated for type 2 diabetics to level out blood sugars. Also helps with regulating cholesterol levels, blood pressure, lipid levels, inflammation. It's not a meal replacement. It's not a shake. A lot of people have that misconception. All you do is you take one little packet and you mix it up in a bottle of water and drink it 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after a meal. It burns fat and not muscle. And I can tell you, after I lost those 14 pounds, that October, my weight did not change. It was the same at the beginning of October as it was the end of October, and I lost a whole nother pant size. So it's amazing that way. See if there's anything I'm missing here. As far as like a diet with it, you don't have to follow like a specific diet, but I will tell you guys it helps to try to eat healthier. You don't want to overindulge on stuff. For me, it actually changed what I was craving. Prior to Plexus, like my main food group was honestly sugar. It was, I could eat cake for dinner and I would be fine. Or at least I thought I was fine. That's probably why I was having a flare-up. But I found myself where for lunch I was craving, and I'd say craving, I was famished for a bowl of fresh steamed green beans, which for me is odd because I don't like vegetables. I've kind of learned to like vegetables. I also, with meals, I hardly ever finish a meal. Like, there's always food left on my plate, and it wasn't that way before. I'm going to go over just a few of the ingredients with you. The chlorogenic acid, that's the first one that I have. It slows the release of glucose into your bloodstream after you eat, so that helps with your blood sugar levels. The Garcinia cambogia reduces the conversion of carbohydrates into stored fats and curbs your appetite, and it actually gives you energy too. And then the alpha-lipoic acid converts the glucose to energy, and one of the things I love about this is the alpha-lipoic acid is actually a natural anti-inflammatory. So that's one of the reasons why it's helped me so much with my fibromyalgia. The polydextrose is just a soluble fiber that takes the place of sugar. Then the citric acid is a natural preservative. You will actually notice throughout the year that the flavor might be a little bit different. It's a cherry pomegranate flavor, and sometimes it's a little stronger than others. The reason is it does not have any artificial preservatives. So depending on the temperature that the plants were grown in, that kind of determines how strong the taste is. All the ingredients in this are natural plant-based ingredients. It also has beetroot extract, which is used for the coloring, and it provides natural energy. Again, also a natural anti-inflammatory. So another reason why I love it so much. It's sweetened with stevia, which is completely natural and actually can help with like focus. Those of you who take it might notice when you drink it, like your head doesn't feel like you're in a fog, you feel more focused, and that's why right there. Then the Lohan extract offers a pleasant sweet taste without elevating your blood sugars. And again, another natural anti-inflammatory. So it's got 3 natural anti-inflammatories in it right there. Something that I do with this product, and part of the reason why I've only had 1 migraine in the last year and a half, when I feel one coming on, I do an extra slim, and in 10 minutes, my migraine is gone. My head feels normal, it feels clear. I don't have that after effect. Anybody that suffers with migraines knows what I'm talking about. Before, when I would have a migraine, the next day, my head would honestly feel like my brain had been like put through a meat grinder. It was so bad. So for all that to go away and no after effects after 10 minutes is absolutely amazing for me. The next product that they added in 2011 was the Accelerator. And then in 2013, they changed the formula to Accelerator Plus. This product, basically what it does is when people want to lose weight, you want to lose it like yesterday. You're impatient. You just want it gone. So as people were losing on the Slim, they added this in to work with it to lose a little bit faster. It boosts your metabolism to burn those calories. It does have natural caffeine in it in the form of green tea extract. So if you have high blood pressure or heart issues, you want to check with your doctor before taking this to make sure, because that can speed up your heart and it can raise your blood pressure. It also has vitamin B6 and calcium, and it has a mood enhancer in the form of 5-HTP. Tom was telling me earlier that he's been taking this, and his wife likes him a lot better. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
It's true.
So we can sneak that in some of the food.
Maybe, you know? I bet you would like to do that too. Okay, so then last year in May at convention, they announced Boost, which is kind of similar to the Accelerator Plus. These are the only 2 products that you cannot take together. You can take these products with any other products, but you can't take them together. This one also contains the green tea extract, which is the natural form of caffeine. So again, high blood pressure, heart issues, you want to talk to your doctor about that. The difference between the 2, I said that one, it boosts your metabolism. This one is a thermogenic, where that one isn't. So it heats your body up on the inside to burn the calories. And I've actually heard that it works really well for people that work out, because when you work out, you're raising your body temperature, so the 2 working together. It's also more of an appetite suppressant. So they're both really good. Then in October, this last October, they released the Plexus Block, and I love this product. It reduces the absorption of sugars and starches by up to 48%, and in turn, it also helps with like craving those things. People here that are on my Facebook know my love for Mackey's Carrot Cake. It's a restaurant in Payson with amazing carrot cake. Those people probably notice I have not posted about it much lately. I still love their food, but I don't have to have the carrot cake on a daily basis like I did before. I mean, there were some days that I did not go without it. I think it's probably been a couple of months since I've had a piece of their carrot cake. I don't crave it. My mom's here visiting right now, and she was in town the other day. She called me and said, I'm going to Mackey's to get a burger. You want me to bring you a piece of carrot cake? And I went, no, I'm fine. I'm good. And then we ate there the other night. Food was awesome. There was no carrot cake involved though, so that's kind of huge for me. The 2 ingredients in it are brown seaweed blend and white coffee bean, right? Or kidney bean, sorry. Kidney bean. Okay.
Next are digestive health products. Did you know that 80% of your immune system is in your gut? So it's really important to have a healthy gut. All of us have a little bit of a yeast overgrowth. Yeast in our bodies is good for digesting foods, for decomposition when you pass, and it's easy for it to get overgrown. So if you have migraines, menstrual problems, a lot of autoimmune diseases can be linked to yeast overgrowth. Fatigue, acid reflux, of course, the feminine yeast issues, yeast infections, a lot of diaper rashes. My daughter had yeast-based diaper rashes, food and environmental allergies, and this is a short list. You can Google yeast overgrowth and connect it to a lot of things.
Yeah, to cut in for a second, like my fibromyalgia symptoms, every single one was on the list. I mean, everything off of here, I think I had except for the jaw itch. Sorry. I mean, everything else. Crazy. I wish I had known about it years before.
A common cause of yeast overgrowth is if you've been on any birth control, steroids, antibiotics, especially because it kills off the good bacteria as well as the bacteria in your body, and then the yeast can overgrow and take over. Plexus developed Probio 5 to specifically combat candida and yeast overgrowth. It has 5 amazing high-strain probiotics, and what sets it apart from grocery store or over-the-counter probiotics is it has 4 digestive enzymes that break down the outer shell of the yeast to then kill it and get it out of your body. And it has an antifungal, which helps combat the yeast. But with the antifungal, we hear testimonies all the time of people who have really bad autoimmune diseases, and they take antibiotics regularly, and usually they're put on nystatin, which is an antifungal antibiotic, and that they don't need the nystatin anymore because of the Probio 5. So that's one of the testimonies we hear.
I actually have something on that. Yeah, sorry. No, the nystatin. My husband used a cream form of that for this foot fungus that he had. And after starting on this, he walked by me one day. I was sitting at the kitchen table, and he's like, "My foot fungus is gone." I said, "Do you want to know why?" And he goes, "No," and just kept walking because he knew he was going to hear the whole Plexus Probio lecture from me. And then at one point, I was reading that it can actually take like 5 to 6 months to clear up that yeast. And it actually did for me. It took 6 months before I was going good with it. When I told him that, he got discouraged. And he's like, "I have to take this stuff for like 6 months?" And I said, "How long had you been using the nystatin cream on your foot fungus?" And he goes, "I don't know." I said, "Well, I remember you sitting on the side of the bed when I was pregnant with Karen, our daughter. And that, at the time, was 2 years prior. So don't go, 6 months deep." Now he won't stop the product. I mean, if we were to run out of that, he would freak out and be driving from Payson to Scottsdale to get it. So,
He does
sorry.
it.
I know. Yeah.
He picks it up
We made
for her.
her.
Next is the BioCleanse. I always recommend these 2 products together because they're like yin and yang. They work together to help with your digestive health. The BioCleanse, it's just magnesium and citric acid in the form of ascorbic acid. And so what that does in your body is it turns into oxygen. And so it can oxygenate your body, your digestive tract, and give you some natural energy from that oxygenation. It also has a bioflavonoid complex. And with the oxygenation and the magnesium is it helps support collagen production, so you get to look younger. It helps soften the plaque in your arteries and vessels as well as your digestion so that you're able to get those trapped waste out. When I have a migraine, I learned this in January at a Plexus meeting that Jimmy was hosting, and I take a BioCleanse when I have a migraine, and it helps oxygenate and open up the vessels in my brain, so I haven't had to go to any of my abortive migraine meds since January, which is fantastic, really. And then I also can get that brain fog out faster from the migraines and get on with my day. Monday, I had a tax issue and some other drama. Life happens, and my mom was there, so I had a migraine, and I timed it from when I took my fast relief capsules and BioCleanse and mixed up a Slim, 20 minutes, and I could move on with my day. So I couldn't say that about any of the abortive migraine meds. So I will never be without the BioCleanse. Plus, you can have 13 pounds of trapped waste in your digestive system, so this will help push that out. It's a gentle cleanse. It's not one that you have to be by the bathroom all day or take a day off work. It's really gentle. Just gets things to move along at the speed it's supposed to.
Okay, this is one of my other favorite products, and it's actually, like, these two together are absolutely amazing for me. This is the X Factor, and what makes this unique is I didn't know that there's, like, different grades of vitamins as far as the quality, and Plexus uses the highest grade vitamins. Plus, it has New Zealand blackcurrant in it, which is an extremely strong antioxidant, and probably another reason why my immune system is doing so well. The thing I love about it is it has a special patent blend of aloe in it, and what that aloe does is it helps you absorb the vitamins that are in here. And some of these vitamins have been tested, and the absorption rate is above 300% on it. I don't know about you, but in the past, taking other vitamins, you kind of know that you're taking your vitamins because when you go to the bathroom, it's like bright yellow, right? It doesn't happen with this because you are actually absorbing the vitamins in it. I also, I would be nauseated with other vitamins, and I would have to take them when I went to bed at night, so I would kind of sleep through the sick feeling. I'm not nauseous with this at all. The reason why I love it with the Slim so much is taking them together, I feel better. My energy is better, partly because the B vitamins in it create energy, you're absorbing it better. It's a nice clean energy, it's not jittery or anything. But my energy is better and my pain levels are better. And I honestly feel like that aloe must be helping me absorb the ingredients in the Slim better, because I've messed up and I've taken them separate just when I first started taking it, just because I forgot a couple of times. I still felt good, but I didn't feel over the top amazing like I do most days with this. So this is a product that I won't go without. We recently went to Vegas. When I was packing for the trip, I realized I was going to run out before we got back home. On our way home, one of my ambassadors left a bottle by her satellite dish in Flagstaff for me. And I stopped and got it and then had another bottle sent to her, because if not, my husband was going to have to drive the long way around through Scottsdale to get me more. And he wasn't going to get any because it was, it would be pretty if we ran out. There would be like marital issues. Then last year in May, when we were in Dallas, they came out with the X Factor Family Chewables. This vitamin is, kids can take it, or adults who cannot swallow pills. The only difference between the two is this does not contain the aloe. They were not able to put an aloe in the chewable form. So that's the only difference between it. My kids love this vitamin. Is your daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sour grape flavor, and so it's more like a sweet tart, and so it's got that little kick, but it is delicious.
Yeah. I totally have to keep Alden out of it. He thinks it's candy and would totally take advantage of that.
Yeah, Danica knows how to unscrew it, and she, in the beginning, kept stealing extras, so we had to put it up higher so she couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, and I totally missed the slide on that. So, but I said it all. Okay, so then, I said the Slim was not a shake or a meal replacement. We actually have one of those, which are really good. I hear a lot from some people that will, when I tell them to, do the Slim like 30 minutes before breakfast or after breakfast, they'll say, I don't eat breakfast. Well, this is a good solution right here. This is the 96. The reason why it's called 96 is it only has 96 calories in it. It has 15 grams of protein, which is amazing for a protein shake. and it also has over 20 vitamins and minerals in it. It comes in vanilla or chocolate, and it's gluten-free, so that's another added bonus. The package says to mix it in water, and I'll be honest with you, in the last year and a half, I've only had 2 people tell me that they like it that way. So a lot of people will mix it in 30-calorie almond milk because you're only adding 30 extra calories to it there. Or they'll put it in a smoothie. I had somebody, it was my cousin in Iowa, the meeting we had yesterday, told me that the other day she took the vanilla, mixed it with almond milk, and put her Slim in it, and she said it was amazing. So,
Or if you do the chocolate with the Slim, it's like a chocolate-covered strawberry flavor. It's really good.
There's a whole Facebook page of recipes for
oh
it.
yeah, people are making protein balls, protein bars, pancakes, different kinds of shakes. Around like Thanksgiving, I think, or Christmas, my son and I made a pumpkin pie shake, and it was actually pretty good. I think I needed to kind of adjust the spice there, but it was pretty good. So that's the meal replacement shake that we do have available.
And what I love about the way our protein shake comes is that it's in the packet. So you're not dealing with a tub and a scooper. Because being a nurse and just in healthcare, cross-contamination and you don't, the scoopers, I'm not sure how clean those get. And so this is great. I can toss one in my purse and make sure, and I can mix it in with a bottle of water, grab a carton of milk at the hospital, and then that way I get my high-quality protein without having to eat potato chips. So.
I don't think the potato chips would give you the protein.
No. Okay. So my absolute favorite, I ran out of some of the other stuff and I survived. I ran out once of the fast relief capsules. Oh, it was a rough couple of days waiting for the order to come. So I will never be without these 3 ever again. So first, the fast relief capsule combo. They both contain Eterol, which is extract from green-lipped mussels from New Zealand. And so it's the only product that if you have a shellfish allergy that we recommend not using or being very careful using it. First, does anybody have pain in the room? Tom, can you grab? Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'll let him go.
Okay.
On that side.
Are you allergic to shellfish? Okay.
A little bit goes a long way. Whoever wants to try it.
Try the Fast Relief Cream, and we'll see at the end how your pain is. So if you are able to rub it on an appropriate area at this time, go ahead. But I love the Fast Relief capsules because it literally has 4 ingredients, and I can pronounce them. It's got the Eterol from green-lipped mussels. It has turmeric, serrapeptase, and bromelain. Last time I looked at an NSAID or a narcotic label, I couldn't pronounce most of the stuff in it. And so with this, I know that it's all natural. It is a natural anti-inflammatory that targets inflammation, the cause of the pain. And there's a recommended loading dose, but get with the ambassador that brought you to ask how to take it. But I will not take any ibuprofen or Tylenol or any of that again. I love my Fast Relief. And I take it daily. It also, 1 serving has your daily value of omegas 3, 6, and 9. And so then you don't have to take fish oil. You can just take this. What is also interesting fact about the green-lipped mussels is it naturally contains glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. And so you're able to repair joint tissue and increase your mobility. And you don't have the side effects like you do with common meds. You don't have to watch the clock like you do with narcotics and make sure that it's been long enough between doses. You can take an extra dose if you have breakthrough pain. The cream is great for those like my husband who doesn't have chronic pain, but sometimes overdoes it doing yard work or snowboarding since we've had some really great snow. And so he will just use the cream on like the back of his calves after snowboarding, or on his arms after mowing the yard yesterday. And so it helps immediately affect the pain and reduce it. If I have a migraine come on, same with Jimmy, we'll rub it on our temples or across our foreheads, and literally I've timed it within 3 minutes. I'm feeling relief from just the cream. And what sets our cream apart from other pain creams is that it pulls the anti-inflammatories deeper into the tissue, so it actually works longer than just numbing the skin.
And it doesn't smell as bad.
And it does not smell nearly as
Okay, one odd thing that I use this for. We went to San Diego last July and I got extremely sunburnt. I put the body cream on, and I put this on too because it kind of has that cooling effect. The next day you couldn't even tell that I had been burnt. It had faded so much. It was crazy. So.
At Super Saturday, I burned my thumb really bad on a curling iron. I don't think I've touched the curling iron since, but I put the Fast Relief cream on, or the body cream, and it didn't really affect the burn. And like she said, it just kept burning, so I put the Fast Relief cream on it and a Band-Aid, and I was able